CRT Matt here, and today we are going to be putting together the Ogre Warriors and Boomsticks. And on these sprues, you'll notice that there are letters and numbers. The A's belong with the A's, the B's belong with the B's, the C belongs with the C's, and so on and so on. You can build 3 different kinds of ogres on this sprue. The first one is hand weapon shield. The next one is two-handed weapons. The third one, the boomstick. That would be the shooty ogres. So the first one to assemble is the boomsticks, which is I'm going to do. And I cut out all of the letter A parts off the sprue so I can see what belongs with what. Now, you don't have to do this necessarily. You can just get the right arms, but you need to test fit them. And so I looked at both arms that I was going to use for the boomstick, and I found the ones that I need. There's a two-handed weapon and a single weapon, and an arm that goes to the shield, and an arm that goes to the boomstick, and an arm that goes to the two-handed weapon. So when I cut it out, that's the two-handed weapon there. That's one of them, what it looks like. The other one is the big long sword up in the corner. This is how the shield goes together. It fits nice and tight in there. Mantic did a fantastic job with these new plastic kits and how they fit into the shield. As you can see, I had trouble at first, but I figured it out on which way it goes. And this is exactly how you experiment, and it fits perfectly. Now we're going to grab our thin cement, and we're going to start with the boomstick. Now, that is a two-handed weapon is what it is, but it is a gun as opposed to the big, huge axe that you need 2 hands for. And we'll put that one on first, letting that dry, and then we will stick a little bit of glue on the hand and on the side where his arm is being set. And we set it on there, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, they fit perfectly. Just a little bit of glue, and boom, it's all together. Just add a little bit extra there to make sure that it sticks perfectly. Hold it there for 5 seconds, and you should have it. And we're going to get all of our other pieces we're not going to need out of the way, which we pretty much just need a head, and that's one complete ogre with boomstick. I think these new plastics are awesome. And there you have all 3 boomsticks. That's one regiment of ogre boomsticks. They're large infantry, so they belong on a big base, and they're considered a regiment if you have 3. Now we're going to move on to our second sprue, which is going to be just ogre warriors, and they have letters D, E, and F. And just cut out the ones for D, cut out the ones for E, and cut out the ones for F. And you'll have loose bits. They'll already be cut out, but you also have the choice of using those on a later model, and they're already ready to rock and roll for you. But that's what I do, and I separate them all. And this one's going to be hand weapon shield. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to test fit our shield, and it does fit perfectly on the shield itself. So we're going to glue that first. And the reason for this is that way it'll have a little bit of time to set for when we actually glue the arm on. And I did this for each one of the ogres that I am building. Gluing the shield, it'll be nice. It'll be nice and tight and perfect. We're going to get the weapon that we don't want. We just want the hand weapon, the one that only has one hand. And it has a little slot on the top there that the arm fits in perfectly. And putting glue in there and setting it there in the slot, it fits perfectly where it's supposed to go. It's nice and flush, and it looks good. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue on the head. Of course, we're going to wait for that shield to dry quite a bit, the hand on the shield itself. And then by the time we get to this point, we're ready for that shield, and it's nice and tight on the model itself. We have a little bit of flash there we're taking care of at the moment. Get it out of the way to make the arm fit nice and tight on the miniature itself. We'll reglue it, set it on there, and at this point, the hand and the arm itself that's attached to the shield should be dry enough to where you can just hold it there, and you have one completed ogre warrior with hand weapon and shield. And there you have it. There's two regiments. One is boomsticks, a regiment of hand weapons and shields. One has a 5+ save. The other one can shoot from 12 inches. They're pretty great looking. They're easy to put together, super simple. I really love the new Mantic plastics, and I love these new Ogre models. They're fantastic. They're really great. That's all I got. Ta-ta!